pleased to say Alex and Lisa join me now. Thank you very much indeed for coming onto the programme today.
Thank you.
You individually, but as well as a couple, you've been through a lot. Why was it important for you to channel your feelings in this way and write a single?
Well, I've always been interested in music, and it was when I came out of the armed forces that I started getting into it a bit more. And it was just something that was done on the spur. I mean, I'd tinkered with writing a few songs, but this was a particular low point for us a few years ago when we were struggling with housing and a lot of other things that armed forces personnel can go through when coming out. This was actually a few years ago I wrote it, but I had no idea we was eventually going to record it at the time. But I think it was Lisa who said this earlier this year, you should get together with your bandmates and get it done. And well, it all just fell into place since February, really.
It's a very common scenario. Ex-servicemen coming out of the army or the RAF and finding that transition back into everyday normal life is very difficult, and they have difficulties with employment and other such fields. Do you find that there's not enough support to sort of aid that transition?
I do find there isn't enough support, no, to be honest. I mean, I do understand there are people who have gone through a lot worse than what we've gone through. There are people that have lost limbs that still struggle to find things. So our situation was quite mild in comparison. But I do believe that there should be more done for armed forces personnel once they do come out.
Lisa, supporting someone and sort of being in a partnership with someone going through difficult times invariably puts huge pressure and stress on a relationship as you try to get through those difficult times. How did you manage to support Alex in those difficult moments?
With the music. I said to him, he had never played his guitar that he had just sitting around. I said, well, why don't you just try and give it a go? This was years ago. And yeah, he just picked it up, self-taught via YouTube.
I mean, it's fantastic that you've done that, and just talk us through the process. So after the encouragement, then you said, OK, I'm going to commit to this, I'm going to do it. What were the next steps?
Well, it's actually, like I said again, it was Lisa's idea that she said, because we've done a lot of fundraising for the charity SAFA, who were the people that helped us when we went through a rough time. And Lisa said, well, at the end of the day, this song that you've written, it's relevant to a lot of people that go through situations like this. So why don't you get in contact with them? They suggested we raise the funds to get the song done, and we managed to get a very generous donation to SAFA from our local roundtable, Welling Roundtable, and from there we found a producer that liked the song, but the Animal Farm, he liked it and he was very encouraging with it, and I got my bandmates together, we practiced, got into the studio, and the rest is history, as they say.
And the money raised from the single, where will that be going, and who will that help?
There would be a donation from every single that's sold going directly to SAFA. This will go to helping not only the armed forces personnel, but also their family members. SAFA, they work tirelessly to do this. They're one of the original armed forces charities. They've been around for 130 years. And their main prerogative is we don't just help the one person, they help the whole family.
And Just Another Week is out now, as I understand.
It's out now on all major stores and can be streamed. You can also see the video on YouTube, and hopefully we'll be getting it on the radio as well.